Good morning. Welcome to the Open Data Science Conference, ODSC, in Boston, a premier gathering of data science professionals from around the globe. My name is Mustafa from Royal Cyber. We have Camila from Uploado Studios. How are you, Camila?
Fine, thank you.
Awesome, great. So, Camila, I have some few questions with you. So, what interesting projects are you currently working on, or have you recently completed?
So we were recently working on our recognition program internally, and there was some pretty interesting problems we needed to solve with regards to the data inputs we had collected concerning employee surveys and so forth. So it was a multi-lingual database which presented some concerns while processing the data and starting to develop any analysis on top of that. So it was a pretty interesting problem to solve in terms of data engineering, figuring out how we might homogenize the data so that it works in both languages for the purpose of our analysis. And I mean, with the recent developments in OpenAI with ChatGPT and so forth, it was pretty useful since it's a multilingual model.
Wow!
So
great.
we managed to leverage OpenAI's ChatGPT APIs so that we can translate the data and manage it to be homogenized. So it was pretty cool.
Glad to know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah. And what challenges have you faced in your data science projects, and how have you overcome them?
So I think one of the most critical challenges when working in teams that you have stakeholders that are not necessarily technical, conveying the results of your analysis or why you're processing the data like you're processing them, especially to executive stakeholders that are mostly focused in the high level big picture of things. So it's hard to convey what is it that you're doing and what you're working towards, and communicating the results in a way in which is that makes sense to them. So that's a pretty interesting challenge
Very
to work
nice.
around.
Very nice. And what is your favorite machine learning algorithm and why?
I wouldn't be able to say. I wouldn't be able to choose one in particular, but I think they each have their benefits, and of course, you need to choose what's best for the use case that you're trying to develop.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to say.
Okay, that's very nice. And what new tools, libraries, or framework have you found most useful in your data science work?
So pretty much now, tools are in data science are growing. So as I was saying, I've leveraged ChatGPT and so forth with OpenAI, and there's a lot of developments there. But also on the open source side of things, there was just a release by Hugging Face with StarCoder.
Yeah.
So they have a similar approach to Copilot. And it's been fun to use. So it's boosted my productivity a lot. I would say even more than Copilot as of now. So it's a matter of keeping up with the recent developments and see what works best for you.
Awesome. And my final question is, in your opinion, what are the most significant trends or emerging technologies in data science that we should watch out for?
So in terms of trends, there's been a lot of growth. I just had the chance to attend a couple of MIT technology review events, and there's a lot of conversation around explainability and moving past the sandbox approach. So there's a lot to be done there in terms of how we can manage to make these black box models into white box models, and have further support in terms of explaining why these models are behaving like they are, especially in regulated industries. So there's going to be a lot of developments in that space too. And let me see, the open source, I mean, as I was saying, open source is growing, and it's going to push forward the industry in the few couple of months, years. I mean, the developments in the space are by the day, and you can lose track of the developments. So it's a matter of keeping up and looking out for these key problems that we're facing as of now. So yeah, I think it's going to be a matter of keeping up and following up in terms of explainability in regulated industries and a couple of other things.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much, Camila, for this valuable feedback. If you have any other questions, please reach out to www.royalcyber.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.